Hi guys, Sam here from Sam's Review, and today I'm bringing you a Christmas Eve edition of BATSAM. Today we'll be looking at the Joker from the Batman the Animated Series line. So here's a look at the figure inside of the packaging. Of course this is Mark Hamill's version of the Joker, who personally is my favourite. Says the Joker down the side of the packaging there. Says that this is number 5 in the wave and that it was sculpted by Irene Matar. On the back of the packaging just has the silhouette from the show Batman the Animated Series with the reverse colours. Normally this is black and the background's red as shown on the front there. It would have been kind of nice if we could have had a list of what other figures are coming on the back, but I believe that's inside. So without any further ado, let's open this up. Now, personally, like I said, Mark Hamill's version of the Joker is my favourite. He's made famous, obviously, through the animated series, but also more recently, some people, younger viewers, might know him as being the voice of the Joker from the Arkham games. I just love his Joker voice. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Whenever I actually read the comics, it's Mark Hamill's Joker voice that I hear in my head, so he's made that much of an impression on me. So it's just, for me, with Mark Hamill, there's two defining roles for him, and luckily both he returned to this year, and that is his Joker and of course Luke Skywalker. But we'll be going into more of his stuff in my Sam solo reviews. Try and get this out here. There we go. Just dropped an accessory. Okay. I read many of you. Oof, blimey, this accessories flying all over the place. Right. Okay. As many of you know already, if you've watched my videos before, I like to do it all in one take with no edits, so you kind of get to see, as I do, the kind of things you will struggle with getting these things out of packaging and whatnot. And it appears that I've already lost one of the accessories. It was so small. Right, I can't see it anyway. I don't know where that's gone then. Oh, there it is. Alright. Now my favourite has, if you've watched my Gotham reviews, cable ties, but these are a little bit more manageable. There is only two. There is some round his legs and one round his torso. Much better than the Gotham figures, which had them on literally everything, including accessories. So, there we go. I'll be interested to know if you who your favourite version of the Joker is. I mean, for me, it's Mark Hamill, and then it's a very, very close toss-up between Jack Nicholson's Joker and Heath Ledger. I think they're both brilliant in different ways, but they're easily 1 and 2 is Mark Hamill, and then of course Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger. Right. Good news is we are almost there. There we go, right, packaging out of the way. Okay, the first thing we'll look at, before I lose them again, is some of these accessories he comes with. Right, this is the one I lost, and you can see why. It is an absolutely tiny little blue comb, and I've just dropped it again. It's even hard to hold. This thing is tiny, and as you can see from just I dropped it on my countertop, it was hard to find even though I knew whereabouts I kind of dropped it. So that is a tiny, tiny little comb which will become lost, so keep that somewhere safe. He also comes with a telescope. So it's a little blue there to indicate the glass, obviously, but that's just a flat grey colour. And these are all accessories from the episode The Last Laugh, which I believe was in season 1 It's where the Joker goes to the financial district and he releases his laughing gas into the city, and then just walks around robbing the financial district. It's brilliant. And there's even, it went so far to even put a tiny little black dot on the end for the other bit. Speaking of which, he also comes with his bowl helmet gas mask, and it's just literally a bit of translucent plastic, but it's got these little yellow bits on the side, obviously there to indicate it's a helmet and it's his breathing apparatus, which is how it looked in the show. So there's that. He also comes with this tiny ice pick knife. He uses this in the episode. He puts Batman in a can and stabs the can. Well, it's not a can, it's basically a dustbin. He stabs it full of holes with this and throws them into the ocean. And he says that the line that, oh, they're air holes, but unfortunately they're both, they're also water holes, and then he sinks to the bottom of the sea. But there is, there's the ice pick. And then the final main accessory he comes with is a string of pearls pearl necklace, which you see for all of about half a second in the episode when the Joker's walking down the street and he throws a brick into a jeweller's, and he takes this out of the jeweller's window, and then he says the line, "Who says crime doesn't pay?" So that's this, which is for what it is. And then he also comes with 4 extra hands for obviously holding all the different accessories. And we'll try and pop these out. They've got cover on them as well. Right. Let's have a look then. Okay, he's got 2 hands that are more open. I guess that's more for holding bigger things, like I guess the telescope. Fit in that one. Although be it rather loose. But yeah, you can get the telescope into this hand. And it's for the bigger accessories. You could also get the pearl necklace into these hands. You know, it sits in there quite nicely. So the bigger grasp is for the bigger accessories, obviously. So there are those. And he also comes with 2 smaller grasp open hands. I don't know how well this is coming out on camera. There we go. So it's a little bit skinnier, and this is more for the easy to lose comb, which you can slide in there, I'm sure. Yeah, so you can kind of get him to hold the comb in this hand. And I've dropped it again. Watch out for that comb, you will lose it. And then also you can get, this is a lot more tight fit, this hand. You can get the ice pick knife in there as well. So these hands are more what they're for. Whilst I'm here, I'll also, you get quite a bit of flaking on paint flakage from the hands, but whilst I'm here I'll show you some of the articulation you get with these hands. They've all got a hinge there, so you can hinge the hands, but you do get quite a bit of paint flakage with that. So you get 4 pairs of hands. Put them over to one side. Now you also get a display stand that comes in 3 pieces, which I like. I like display stands. I think more companies need to do more of them. So this is the base of it, which is basically done in the style of what the animators would have had on the show, which shows the turnaround of the character. So you've got it like quarter way on, sideways on, and 3/4 away turn. That's what the animators would have had on their desks for references. So I like that as a base. And then it also comes with this clear rod, which at the end don't know how well this is going to come up on camera, is slightly flat on one end, and that's to go into this hole here. Let's see how well this goes together. I guess. Alright, that. Like that. Yeah, there we go. So the flat edge goes towards the back, and that goes on there, and then it also comes with this clasp that you can open like that and then squeeze around the waist. That's got a little hole in the middle, and then that just slides onto this, and you can go up and down with it to your required height, and then you can also push these back pegs, these ones, you can push them forwards a bit stiff because it's been in packaging for a while, but then you can extend it out or push it back in. I don't know why you really need all of this on the back. I mean, if you've got a load of these on your shelf or in your cabinet or something, it's going to take up a lot of space that you could need, and you don't really want your figure coming too far off the stand anyway, so they could have shortened that down maybe a bit, I think, but that's just nitpicking at this point. And then let's have a look at the figure itself. So here is Mr. J, and the face sculpt is just brilliant. I love it. He's got his black hair like it was in the show. It's black with green highlights, kind of making it look more shiny in the show. It makes it look like his hair's green, but it's got like a shine to it. And he's got his purple suit jacket here, which has got that soft, pliable plastic, vinyl plastic kind of rubber for his coat, which is nice. You couldn't remove it. It's up here. It's all glued to the figure. I mean, you could if you really tried, I guess, but it won't be painted under here. And I mean, the sleeves just match it up. So he's got his little orangey shirt with his blue little cravat tie and this little posy, I guess. If you wanted to put his helmet on, his little gas helmet, what you have to do is, because it's got a hole that's like that, if you try and put it on, it's not going to go, so you have to twist it. And then it just goes on like that. So that is how he looks with his gas mask on, which you know, rattles around a bit, but I still think it looks alright. I mean, I won't be displaying him like this. I'll be displaying him without this. But so you have to rotate it so the dots are either side of his head, front and back, and then just twist it around a bit. So that's that anyway. So I love these figures. I mean, they're really hard to get hold of here in the UK. In America, you know, I think they're pretty easy, but in the UK, I mean, I've only seen these in one online retailer and in my local comic book shop, but they only had the Joker, the Creeper, Two-Face, which I was going to buy, but I didn't have the money. I only had money for one at the time, so I got the Joker, and he's now gone. And the only other one they've got is Poison Ivy. No Batmans, no Robins, no anything, so it's going to be tricky to get these in the UK. Anyway, around the back here, I've just noticed he's got a rather, this is probably just a defect on mine, it almost looks like he's got some residue of glue left on him, so I'm going to try and clean that up because it's a bit horrible around the back. There, you can see that coming out of camera. But paint-wise, he looks great. Now, I know some of these figures, they had, at the very beginning, they had breakage problems, but they've been the joints have been updated with these, starting with this figure. So we'll have a look at the articulation now, but there, I mean, you can just see his boots just to finish off his outfit. So that's what he looks like from the back. But anyway, let's have a look at his articulation. So his arms go out that much, and they can go round, but they go up at a funny angle. So that's about as far as you're going to get, and you cannot get, however much you try, you cannot get his hands to his head with this figure, because he only has, and mine are very, very tight, single jointed elbows. So his elbows will only go that's about as far, but they do have a swivel, so you can swivel them round, but that is as high as you're going to get them. So that is as close as you're going to get to his face with his hands, unless you do that. But even then, it's not making a world of difference. So yeah, he's got the single jointed elbows with rotation, obviously here. This one on my figure, sorry, is a bit tight, but I'd rather have tight joints than loose joints. He has a waist swivel. I think that, yeah, it's just at the base of his yellow shirt, so he's got a waist swivel. He's then legs go up that much, and they go back that much, which isn't really hindered by his tails on his suit. He then also has hinges. I mean, look at that. Wow, doing a massive karate kick. So yeah, you can see there the new joints. They got rid of the clear plastic ones, which are notorious for breaking, and they've got, there we are, these new dark purple ones in, which is better plastic, so they're less likely to break on you. But there we go. So he's got that. He has got single hinge knees, which can bend that much, so not overly great on his knee bending, but you know, really, how busy do you need him? I mean, you could just have him standing on something. And then with his feet, thankfully, because these ankles are tiny, but luckily with his feet, he just has rotation, which is good news for me, because as you know, I am not a fan of hinges and feet on figures. Yeah, it's great if you want to have them in dynamic poses, but if you get a weak hinge on a foot, then however many figure stands you've got, it will just keep falling down and down and down. I've got so many figures that do that, and it's so infuriating. So anyway, yes, that is the articulation. He has, I've noticed a few, just looking at him now, he's got a few little tiny blemishes in his paint, but it's nothing major. Like he's got a little chip out of his hair there. And like I said, there's flaking with the hands. With the hands, they unpeg. You just pull them out there, but as you can see inside there, you get a lot of paint flaking. And he comes with two closed fist hands when you get the figure out of packaging. And what should we go with then? Go with knife hand. So you just get the peg and clip that in. I mean, they go in easy enough and they come out easy enough, so that is good enough for me. And I guess like that. Take his little knife. Try not to break it because it is very, very, very thin at the thinnest point. His knife is so be very wary about the knife that you don't break it. So you can have him holding his knife, ice pick knife, looking rather sinister. And then have that hand behind his back, I guess. So yeah, I like it. I like this figure. I want to get more of them. Oh, also I didn't go over very quickly in his head. He's got a rotation. Oh, and a tiny, I mean like minuscule amount of up and down. So it's just kind of really a swivel. You can get some. So it's a ball joint really, but he's not really got the room to manoeuvre much. So I mean, like you can get him on with twists like that, but he's mostly just a swivel at the head really. So that's the figure. I will stand him here. How well does he stand up on his own? So look at that. See, this is the first one of these figures I've got. Ooh. You can, but you kind of have to have him kind of hunched a little bit. But yeah, I'd be very wary with standing these. I mean, if you're on a shelf and you knock them, I reckon they fall quite easy. And even now, his feet aren't completely flat on it. There we go, I've got him there. So anyway, also he comes with this little instruction sheet here, which basically shows you how Man-Bat's joints go in, Robin's joints go in, Poison Ivy's joints go in, although I'm pretty sure Poison Ivy doesn't come with bare hands. I might be wrong on that. And then over here, of course, how Joker's stuff all goes together. And then on the back, it's just a quick guide on how the stands go together, which of course would have been a lot easier if I'd looked at this before I tried to put the stand together. Anyway, that's that. And then it also comes with, which fell on the floor as it flew out, another last little pamphlet. If you open it up, comes with Batman the Animated Series and Batman the New Adventures logos on either side. So Animated Series, New Adventures. I personally preferred the designs from the Animated Series, but that was just me. And then on the back, it comes with a list of all the figures that are currently available in the wave. So these are the top ones. Catwoman, I believe, has become incredibly hard to find because she broke a lot, and I'm not sure what happened, but she's proved really hard to find, even online. Then there's obviously the Joker over here who we looked at today. I've ordered Man-Bat, but he is another one who is incredibly hard to come by. Even online, he goes for like £40 when originally he cost the same as the Joker and the other figures in this line, which was £20. So if you find him, if you're interested in these figures, I advise picking him up. And then I'm definitely going to get Harley Quinn, definitely, because I think the Joker and Harley Quinn together on a shelf will look amazing. And then I want to get the Batman, the Animated Series version of Batman and Robin. And I might get this version of Two-Face as well, because there's not much difference in the design. And then, of course, if I can track down Catwoman, I'll get Catwoman. But there we are, that's it. That is my review. These figures, like I said, they're hard to find in the UK at least. But if this is something you're interested in, I would say jump on board. I know there is a Batmobile out, which is crazy money here in England. We're talking well over £100. So I highly doubt I'll get that, even if I could find it anywhere, but it's too expensive for my taste. But that's my review. I love these figures. If there's something you're interested in, go out and get them. You won't be disappointed. And that's it for my review. Sorry if it was a little bit rushed. It's Christmas Eve. I'm trying to get stuff done before I go to work. But with that said, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I will hopefully see you after Christmas and in the new year. So have a safe Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Bye.